You can now use the discount code RAM at SpeedCube shop to get 5% off your order, support my channel as well as get a shout out at the end of my latest video. Hey guys, it's me Ram here, and the other day I went to my friend Aiman Koli's house, who you may know as the 3x3 with feet world record holder. So we were trying out all of his cubes and I found this original Valk M here, and I told him that I really liked how it felt and he was just like, here, you can keep it. So a huge thank you to Aiman for this free Valk M here. I've definitely switched to it as my 3x3 OH main, and I might even switch to it as my 3x3 200 main. But here's my biggest problem with the cube. It just feels a little bit too dry and just way too fast. Therefore, in today's video I decided that we are gonna try and set up this Valk M with some lubes. The reason I'm using Martian instead of something heavier like Galaxy or Nebula is because Martian in general is a very well balanced lube, and I don't even want to slow down this Valk M way too much. Alright, so let's get on to applying this Martian on all of these screws right here. So I'm just gonna like spread it right here. This lube isn't water based, so it shouldn't really rust the springs, at least I hope. I don't really know much about lubing cubes because I'm pretty bad at it, but anyways, let's finish these. Now I know that the best way to lube the hardware would be to unscrew the entire puzzle, but I'm lazy and don't feel like messing with the tension, so this is the second best way. And we are done with lubing the springs. Alright, so I've started to assemble this cube, and once I'm done with building a layer, then I'll apply some lunar on the pieces. Alright, so here I've assembled one layer as you guys can see, and I'm just going to be applying some lunar on the pieces right here. And I'm done applying lunar on the first layer. So now I'm just going to be finishing up the second layer and doing the exact same thing. So here I've assembled two layers and I'm just going to be finishing this last layer up. And here we go, we've applied lunar to the second layer as well. And now let's get on to assembling this final layer. And now let's just finish up the assembly. Alright, so I'm a little bit nervous for first turns. I hope it's not too gummy. Let's go for it. Wow, this feels so nice. It's not gummy at all. Okay, the cube is slipping out of my hand. Gotta go. I'll just wipe this and come back. Alright, so I just finished wiping this down. And all in all, I'm really happy with how this setup turned out. It's around the same speed as before, if not a little bit slower. Yeah, it's probably a little bit slower. But all in all, it still has that classic Valk feeling, but it's not nearly as dry anymore. The cube just feels so much more glidey and overall is a pleasure to turn now. Honestly, I might even make this cube my 200 main now over my trusty WRM, which is saying a lot because I honestly believe the WRM 2019 is like the best cube on the market, but a 2016 cube might overtake it, which is pretty surprising. Anyways, I'll continue to test this puzzle and I'll get back to you guys with a few solves as well as a voiceover with my final thoughts. Alright, so after some minor break-in, here are my thoughts on this cube. It is undoubtedly my OH main because the setup seems to work really well for my OH turning, and I actually dropped around 2 seconds from my global. But it's not going to be my main for regular 3x3 for a couple of reasons. Number 1, I seem to have a lot of LL lockups on it. My turning is very TPS based, and for some reason I just get way more lockups than I would like, especially compared to my WRM. Number 2, I'm a little bit more inconsistent on this cube compared to my WRM. Like sometimes I'll get 2 9s in a row and then follow that up with like a 15 and then a 12 and then like another 9. It just varies a lot. For now, I will be using this as my OH main and I will be sticking to my WRM as a 200 main. The setup after all worked really well on this cube, especially after break-in, and as time goes on, I might consider switching to it as my 200 main as I get more used to it. So for now, that's about it for my thoughts on this cube. I will update you guys in future and enjoy the rest of this solve. Goodbye. So that's about it for my setup video on the original Valk 3M. Thanks a lot for watching. I hope you guys enjoyed and goodbye.